Animal guide totems. Many people in the craft especially work with animal guide totems. We all indeed have these animal guide totems in our life, but sadly, very few uncover them. Animal guide. Totems are with us. Native American tribes are well known for their work with animal guide totems and for connecting spiritually with animals. Nearly all people from all lands have been connected with both the earth and the power of animals at some point. Animals were not just hunted for food or just kept as pets, but they helped people learn how to live off the land and survive in some cases. People observed the way animals lived, how and where they found food, where they found water, etc. This may have led to the connection that people began to feel with different animals. People noticed the strengths and weaknesses of different animals and began to connect with them in ways, both spiritually and physically. An animal totem is simply an animal or group of animals that a person identifies with spiritually. They can also be called animal guides. The spirits of these animals chose to dwell with your spirit and stay with you throughout your lifetime. It is believed by many that you do not choose what animal you are spiritually connected to. Some do think that you choose your totem, and they also choose you. You may have always been fascinated by bears, and one day you may find that you have been surrounded by the spirit of the bear your entire life. Ultimately, you may find that you possess the same strengths and weaknesses as your animal guide or guides, and that you need to learn the life lessons that these animals also learned. How do I meet my animal guides? There are many different methods of meeting your guides. Meditation is the best method of contacting any spirit guide. Sit on the floor and relax. Breathe deeply and slowly. Allow all of your muscles to rest completely. Close your eyes and visualize a cord of light energy flowing from your spine down through the earth. Visualize it moving down, deep to the core of the earth, and connecting with it. Feel the warm energy of the earth flowing through your body and feel its power strengthening you. Now allow the darkness behind your eyelids to envelop you. Visualize a white light shining up ahead of you. Begin to visualize yourself walking toward this light. As you get closer, you notice that you are walking toward a doorway to another realm. When you arrive at the door, look out and see a beautiful, lush forest and step out onto the ground. Take in your surroundings. Look at the trees, shrubs, grasses, weeds, flowers, etc. Walk about and take a good look at everything that surrounds you. As you look ahead of you, you see a pathway through the trees. Visualize yourself stepping onto the path and beginning to walk slowly. Walk a while and then pause. Listen carefully and wait. Soon, you may see your animal guide approaching you. Take as much time as necessary until your guide finds you. When you see this animal, speak with it. Ask it any question you might have in mind, or maybe you want to say hello at this point. It is your decision. Don't take too much time. Make your first meeting brief. You are now establishing a relationship with your guide. When your meeting is finished, bid the animal farewell and say you will return. Walk slowly back to the doorway you passed through and visualize yourself walking back through it. Step into the darkness once again and see another light up ahead. Walk to the morning and visualize it slowly enveloping you and surrounding your entire being. Once the light surrounds you, open your eyes. Your journey is complete. I found my animal totem. Now what do I do? Your animals will very likely speak to you on occasion. They may do this through dreams, during meditation, or even while you are awake. When you're awake, you will not likely hear them speak words to you. And in other instances, you may not hear spoken words. You might only feel what they are saying to you. Once you find your guides, you might understand what I mean here. I don't always hear my animal guides speaking as we humans do. Now, they do not manipulate your thoughts or actions, but only give you suggestions. You might wonder what move to make next, and suddenly have an idea enter your head that seems reasonable. That might be your guide speaking to you. As you develop a relationship with your guide or guides, you will know when they speak to you. They, like your spirit guides, can offer advice and help lead you in life lessons. Animal guides have individual lessons to teach us, can help us utilize our energies, learn to interact with others, etc. They have much to offer, and it is a true blessing to have the companionship of an animal guide. Just remember that they are not here to tell you every move to make, just as your spirit guides don't tell you how to live your life or make your decisions for you. How do I find information on my totem? Read, read, read. Learn what your animals represent, learn what they eat, what their habits are, where in the world they live, what sounds they make, etc. Learn their strengths and weaknesses. As you learn, you will discover why these animals are so close to you and why they chose your spirit. You may see that many of your weaknesses are similar to the flaws of your animal totems, and that many of your strengths are identical. Also, find out what elements your animals correspond to. Some will be obvious, such as birds, air, ground dwellers, like prairie dogs, earth. But some will not be so obvious. Animals that can change in some form in their lives. Caterpillars, butterflies, tadpoles, frogs, snakes shedding their skin, etc. Most likely will correspond with fire. But don't see these correspondences as absolute. Some animals might even correspond with more than one element.